Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Hatha Yoga, 95-minute practice or so. This week we're working with the earth element. So earth element has the qualities of stability, strength, and slowness. So we'll move slowly and with the breath, with a deep breathing. We'll hold the postures and we'll work on lower body strength and openness in particular, but strength and openness for the whole body. We'll be utilizing the breaths of Kapalabhati, which encourages the downward moving flow in the body, known in yoga as apana. So that's an exhalation, sharp exhalation, and just allowing the inhale to happen by itself. And with that exhalation, we want to feel that the belly, around the belly button region, is snapping inward. And we'll also be utilizing bellows breath, which is a big breath in and a big breath out. And mostly the location of this breathing is in the belly. So we want to focus to be as stable as possible with the rest of the body and allow the belly to expand and come in with the breath. And of course, we'll also be working with Mula Bandha for the earth element. So for our practice, we want a blanket to sit on. We'll start seated on a blanket in the middle of the floor, in the middle of your mat. We want to have a strap if you have a strap. You don't need it if you don't have a strap. It's a great thing to invest in if you want to have a regular practice. And we make the loop. We make a loop. The loop can be smaller if you have really open shoulders or larger if your shoulders are tight. And of course, blocks can also be helpful. So let's start seated on the blanket. Just find a comfortable seat. Take a moment to ground down through the pelvic floor. Feel the sitting bones on the blanket and feel the lengthening up through the back crown of the head. Finding all the natural curves of the spine. Bringing our right hand to heart center, slanting the gaze downward and taking a moment here to connect with our inner landscape. Allowing the body to relax and drawing our attention inward. And just seeing what is alive for us at this moment in our lives, in our bodies, in our emotional landscape, our mental landscape, whatever is foremost there, and simply connecting with that, allowing it to be. And tuning also now into the breath, just feeling the breath, not doing anything with it, just feeling the breath in the body. Gathering our palms to heart center, let's begin with the sound of the one Om together. Om. Palms release out to the side as we empty the breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release them down. Find a seat with the left foot in half lotus or tucked under right cow. Lengthening up, draw the arms up with an inhale. And exhale, let the hands come through midline, interlace the palms, press down, and reach the arms up. Lengthening up through the palms, grounding through the sitting bones, reaching the rib cage away from the waist. Exhale and just gently rotate toward the left, keeping your head in alignment with the torso. Inhale through center and exhale, just rotate gently toward the right. Inhaling center, exhale, push the hands forward, round the back. Inhale, rise up. Tailbone to pubic bone movement. Exhale, press. One more time, inhale. And exhale, press. Inhale the hands lightly over the knees. Exhale, tiptoe your fingertips out. Lengthen, keep the sitting bones grounding or reaching toward the mat. You can even have your fingertips tenting to really lengthen the torso. Walk the hands out toward the right. Just come into that right diagonal lengthen. Head and extension of the spine. Now tiptoe the fingertips, keeping the sitting bones reaching toward the blanket. Tiptoe the fingertips to the left. And exhale here. Rise into that diagonal, right hand behind the knee. Reach your left arm behind, close to the spine, or binding the left foot if it's available. Lengthen through the crown, relax the shoulders and align them, and exhale, twist. Inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling to twist. Deep breathing, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Releasing, bringing that left arm around, cross. Empty the breath and push the spine back toward the back wall. Gather the elbows, and again with the inhale, lift the rib cage up. Exhale, hands lightly over the knees, come forward long. All the air out. Now circle with the air empty. Our body empty of the air toward the left. Making nice big circles. And perhaps moving a little bit slower than you would normally want to move. Just finding that discipline and the slowness allows us to be aware of every moment of the circle. Exhale a little bit more when you come forward. All the air out. And slowly coming up. Rise back to your seat. And now we're going to find our first round of bellows breath. So stabilizing, chin parallel to the floor, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Feeling the length of the torso. Empty the breath here. And as we're ready, beginning big breaths in, big breaths out. Empty the breath here. And I forgot to mention with the weather, we may want to have a little tissue here. Empty completely. Now take an inhale to fill the torso with breath. Re-inhale. Come forward long. With the torso full of breath, go to your right. Pausing when we meet in the center, slow exhale to rise through center. We'll extend our right leg out, left foot in Janushirasana. Come forward, reaching for the calf, ankle, or foot. Not here for long, just folding into the leg, empty the breath, and activate that leg. Slowly rise it up and switch sides. Janushirasana, right foot to the left thigh. Reach forward. Exhale to deepen. One more breath in and empty the breath. Come out. Slowly rising through the center. Slide off the back of your blanket. And grab your right ankle and bring your right knee to the blanket. Press into the hands and arrive into a lunge. So take a moment to arrange the feet, the back knee and the front foot so that we can melt in here. With the front foot fully down, you can inhale here, open, melt the hips forward, exhale, flex back foot, front foot, and go out and over the midline, just to empty the breath. Inhale, come forward, extend the back foot straight back, open, melt the hips in, and exhale, tuck and strengthen the front leg. Bring the hands to the hips Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, rise to a flat back. And step that left foot a little bit in, making our square here. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Modified warrior one. Exhale to modified warrior two. Left thigh, hip, strongly coming under. Inhale here and exhale. Gently glide your left hand toward the ankle and reach your right fingers up. Feel strength in the lower body. Left outer thigh going back and under, and expand here. Flushing the chest to our open side. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, swim the hand to the inside. Turn to the long side of the mat, narrow the feet. Inhaling to lengthen, shining the sitting bones back. Exhale, fold, knees bending any amount. Let the head release. Inhale, lengthen again, sharpen the legs. Exhale, fold. Let the head go. Reach for your calves or ankles. Armpits near the knees. Waterfall the torso down as we shine our sitting bones behind us. Taking a gentle fold, empty the breath and deepen. Hands come underneath the shoulders again. And let's turn to the front of the mat, and from there, step back over the blanket into down dog. Empty the breath here in this first down dog. Taking a slow flow, inhale to plank. Exhale, take the knees down, find a toe stretch, go back, gather the heels together, extend the fingertips forward. Inhale back through plank. Whole body strong, engagement in the legs and core. Collarbone shining forward. Exhale, lead with the hips. Down dog. Maybe going a little bit deeper. Inhale back through plank, fully arrive. Exhale the knees down. Toe stretch, take it back. Traction the arms, you might want to tiptoe the fingertips forward. Hips toward heels, heels together. Lengthen. Now slowly rise on the knees on the blanket. Hands to the hips, extend the feet. Bring the arms forward, palms face each other. Gather the legs toward each other. And with the exhalation, just tip it back. Not a back bend, just tipping back, supported by the strength of our legs and glutes. Come to that edge where you feel a little bit of a burn there in the lower body. We'll come back to this. Exhale, perhaps go a little deeper. Inhale, rise it up, palms to heart center. And then to the hips, tuck the left toes for support and step the right foot forward. Back into our square. Now from here, come down to the inside and moving very slowly so we avoid a Charlie horse. Lift your left foot up, grab it with the left hand, and then rise up to the vertical. And then grab the foot with both hands. Find your position here, stable lower body, and draw that heel toward the buttocks. Draw the heel in strongly with the hands. Feeling the stretch through the quad, a little bit through the hip flexor. Empty the breath and deepen. Releasing the foot slowly. You can come back to that tucked foot. Inhale, reach up with the left arm, and exhale to twist. Palms pressed together. Forearms aligned. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Right hip going back and under. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Turning the head as well. One more breath in and out here. Empty the breath to deepen the twist. Wringing it out. Shoulders relaxing. Hands come through center. Step the right foot forward a footprint. Extend the back foot. And just come into a first lizard lunge here, investigating. Allowing the hips to melt forward, rolling over the front of the back knee. Empty the breath here. Bring hands next to foot and just switch out your feet. Finding a lizard lunge on the second side. Same variation. Just releasing the hips forward, heart opening, and releasing also the hips down. Tuck toes and find a squat right at the front of the mat. Coming into our first squat of the practice, open the knees with the elbows. Bringing the right hand down, spin toward the left, knife edge of the left foot, ball mount of the right, and simply open the hip here. Encouraging the hip with the left hand to open, switching it out. Inhale, exhale to second side. Feeling into the hips. Slowly coming through center, finding our seat back on the blanket for our second side. Right foot in the half lotus or Sukhasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale through midline, interlace the hands, press down. Inhaling, coming up. Grounding through the sitting bones and reaching through the palms of the hands without unplugging the shoulders. Take a gentle exhale toward the right, rotation. Seeing if we can go a little deeper this time. Inhale through center and exhale toward the left. Inhale here and exhale, push forward. Big breaths in and out. Inhaling, reaching up, and exhaling all the air out. Inhale, palms over the knees. Exhale, tiptoe out with the fingertips. Ground the sitting bones. Walk the hands out toward the left, right into that diagonal. Lengthen the torso. Leaving the sitting bones down on the blanket. Take it out toward the right. Same idea here. Ground down, reach and lengthen. Coming up into that diagonal. Left hand behind the right knee. Right hand binding the foot or close to the spine. Relax the shoulders down. Flush the chest to the side. Exhale, twist. With the inhale, we lengthen. And with the exhale, we twist. Breathing in long. And twisting. One more breath in and out. Empty the breath completely. Slowly bring that right arm around, cross around the elbows. Empty the breath, opening back body. Inhale, catch the elbows and rise it up. Lift the rib cage. Exhale, hands down. Come forward long, all the air out. On empty, rotate toward the right. Again, as we find these rotations, trying to move a little slower than we might usually want to. Emptying all the air out. Meeting in the center. Slow inhale to come up. Exhale here. Catch the hands in Kali Mudra and bring them around the ears. Now, as we do this, again, the same idea. The arms are reaching, but the shoulders are gliding down the back. Sharpen the elbows, the arms. Empty the breath here, preparing for the first round of Kapalabhati. Inhale part of the way to begin. All the air up, hands release down. Take an easy breath in and out. Inhale to fill the torso with breath. Come forward. Hold the breath in. Big circles to the right, to the left, excuse me. Meeting in the center, slow exhale to rise. Extend the left leg out to the side this time. Janushirasana, second variation, with the right foot right to the inner thigh. Come forward again, just find those fingertips again forward. But as we reach long with the torso, we ground back through the sitting bones. Walk out in an arc toward the left. You can bring your right hand for a moment behind the calf or the foot to align the torso, and then fold toward that leg. We're folding right to the inner line of the leg with the torso. Hairline to toes, you can activate the left leg. Coming forward with a long torso, long spine, empty the breath and deepen. Rise it up through that diagonal and switch sides directly to second side, right at the edge of our blanket. Bring the fingertips forward. And again, feel the sitting bones reaching, grounding into the blanket. As we traction from there long, we can walk now out toward the right, taking the outside of the calf, ankle, or foot with the left hand to align. And then folding there, we can reach with the right hand now. Fold toward the inner line of that leg. Hairline to toes, you can activate the right leg. Empty the breath and deepen. Rise it up. Bring that right leg to the front for a transition. Glide off the back of your blanket. Catch your left ankle, left knee down, and come forward. And take a breath or two to find the lunge position. So our back foot is going straight back, not sickling, and we're grounding into the front foot and melting in. Empty the breath here. Sensation into hip flexor and quad. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Flex both feet out and over. Inhale. Bring it forward again one more time. Open. And exhale, flex. Tuck the back toes for support. Bring the hands to the hips. Take a breath here. Fold into the midline and in. Inhale, rise it up. Step that right foot in. Draw the arms up overhead and open out. Modified warrior two. Inhale and exhale, modified side angle. Glide the hand down toward the ankle, reach the left fingertips up. Strong sensation of tucking our right hip back and under. Expand across the arms, shoulders away from the ears. Take a big breath here. Slowly swim the arm to the inside. Again, turning to face the long side of the mat. Walk the feet in, so we're about 3 feet apart here. Soften the knees, interlace the hands behind the head, behind the back, and draw the arms overhead as we release the head down into this variation of a forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to take the roundness out of the back. Let the torso just cascade forward. Now, slowly keeping the arms as they are, rise all the way up with strong legs. And when you're up, release the arms and reach the arms overhead. Inhale. And exhale, let the arms release down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And like you're catching a ball here, shift the weight slowly toward the left leg. Draw the right foot in and find a starfish balance. Lift the right leg up, strong core, balancing on the left leg. Find a place to locate the gaze. Lifting the right leg a little higher. Outer thigh, IT band. Slowly step back right into your footprint on the right. And take your time, transition to the second side. We try to straighten the legs as best we can, lifting the left leg up. Holding that beach ball, some core engagement here. Maybe lift the leg a little higher. Gently, slowly step back into your footprint. Make sure your feet are aligned. Inhale, open to a 5-pointed star. Exhale and release your hands the other way. Reach and open the heart out. Soften knees, long spine, long torso. Dive right back down. Take the arms overhead. Let the head release. You can even shake it a little bit. Let your knees be bending as much as your body would like them to be bending. Empty the breath and deepen. Hands release under the shoulders. Find length. Turn toward the front of the mat. Right foot in front and step back to down dog. Take the feet 1 footprint forward, or maybe half a footprint forward, until the heels come down. So you're in a short down dog. And this really lets us feel the stretch all the way from the heels to the backs of the knees, and from the backs of the knees up toward the hips. Ground through the palms and find a little bit of a push here with the hands. Or you can think about the arms climbing up toward the shoulders. If that's a better image, you can lift your toes and flare them out. Grounding through the inner palms. 1 more breath in and out. Adjust the feet slowly back to a regular down dog. Empty the breath. Inhale, roll out through plank, whole body. Exhale, let the knees come down. Toe stretch, go back. Bring your hands under the shoulders and come up for a moment and allow some of your weight now to go into your toes. If you feel like your little toe isn't participating, you can always reach down and curl it under. Feel the opening through the feet here. Slowly rising up to the knees, extend the feet. Hands come forward facing each other. And again, find the knees under the hips and go back with the body 1 unit. Like you're lying on a plank. Keep gathering the legs toward each other. And maybe this time go back a little bit more and for a little bit longer. We can find some core strength here for support. A little bit of an activation in the arms, the fingertips. Make sure that you have sensation equally in both legs. 3 more breaths. Bring it right to your edge. Squeeze the muscles of the legs into the bone. Slow inhale, we come up. Palms to heart center. Hands to the waist. Tuck the right toes for support and step the left foot forward. Bring the hands inside, again, moving very slowly. Lift your right foot, take the outer ankle with the right hand. Slowly rise with the torso right back to our square, and then to pull the foot with both hands and really pull the heel into the buttocks until you feel stretch right through the whole front part of the leg. Draw the heel in. Wing the elbows behind, shoulders relax. Empty the breath, deepen. Let that leg go slow. Inhale, right arm lifts. And exhale, let's twist to the left. Inhaling, long torso. And exhaling to twist. Focusing in on the breath, breathing into the resistance of the twist. Exhale, twist. 1 more breath in and out. Empty the breath and twist. Coming through center. Step the left foot forward and out. Lizard lunge again. You can extend the back foot or you can have the toes tucked. Maybe this time coming a little deeper. If you can, come to the forearms or bring forearms to blocks. Keep the collarbones opening, melt the hips down. Keep gathering the left knee toward the shoulder. Empty the breath and deepen. Hands come back in, tuck back toes, and switch out the feet. Right foot forward, left foot back. Same variation. Foot extended or tucked on the left side. Come down a little bit and then monitor where you can go. Forearms down to a block or to the floor. We're trying not to round our back as best we can. So we're just opening the collarbones forward and melting the hips forward and down. Letting that right knee come in toward the shoulder. Empty the breath here. Hands come back in. Tuck the toes. And at the front of your mat, one more time, step out into a squat. So now we can bring our blanket out to the side. Take an inhale here. And with the exhale, just rotate toward the right. Right hand to the inner knee. Pin the left knee and encourage that right knee to open. Lengthen the torso. Through the center with an in-breath. Exhale to second side. Linger here. Feel that opening. As we open, we're lengthening the torso. Coming back through the center, straighten the legs and toe heel the feet to hip distance apart at the top of your mat. Grab your elbows and fold into the legs, knees bending or straighter. Framing the head, take a slow inhale to rise up to stand. Find mountain pose, ground through the feet, drop the tailbone, lengthen. With the next exhale, go toward the left. Pause here, inhale, and exhale to go a little deeper. The inhale brings us up through center, refined mountain, and exhale, side bend to the right, keeping all the alignments. Make sure we're grounding through the right foot. Inhale in place, and exhale, go a little deeper. Inhale as we rise up, hook the left thumb and shine the heart up. And exhale, fold into the legs long. Lengthen and prepare. We'll step the left foot back. Low lunge, feet on separate tracks. Back knee lifted. Go just a little bit forward and back, originating the motion through the back heel and keeping the back thigh nice and lifted. Now, transitioning to a high lunge, feet on separate tracks, hands come to the hips as we rise it up. Find the lower body for a moment, strengthen, stable, and then reach up with the arms, Kali Mudra, and release your knee toward the floor, not coming down, but toward the floor, and reach your back heel back. You can take a little mini back bend here if you'd like, but really focusing on lower body strength, scissoring the upper inner thighs. The back knee is a little bent toward the floor and the back heel is going back. Feel that strength in the back leg. Now gently transition, straighten the back knee, transition into the diagonal and wing the arms behind us. And super sharpen that back leg as we bring more weight to bear into the front leg. Release the hands down and step back to a down dog. Emptying the breath here. Inhale, roll it out into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. All the air out. Elbows hug in, tailbone lifting. Inhale forward and through. Find an opening here, and then slowly release down. Feet hip distance apart. And the front of our mat aligned roughly with the bridge of the nose. Grab your mat with your hands and just press the torso forward, the heart forward. You can extend and lengthen your legs as needed. Feel the inner thighs curling a little bit toward the floor. The outer thighs curling toward the inner thighs. But the sacrum nice and broad as we extend the heart forward. Variation of cobra pose. Exhale. As we glide down now with the torso, you can sort of feel like you're tractioning back with the arms, and the torso comes down long. Hands by the chest, pop the legs up. Really working from the legs, not the shins or the feet. The legs are lifting. Elbows kind of coming toward each other, hands very lightly by the chest. Lift the gaze. Inhale, lift everything up. And exhale, soften back, strong core, wide knees, child's pose. Take a full breath in and out to really find child's pose, reaching the hips back toward the heels, tractioning the arms forward. You're fine. As you're ready, we'll meet in a down dog. Now step your left foot a little forward and turn it out 30 degrees. Get strong in your right arm. Bring your left hand to the front of the shin and grab that left leg, and then float your right leg up. Spark through the right toes. Feel the back of the lifted leg 1 unit strong. And the left foot is fully grounding. Energize the left leg. Energize both legs here. Right shoulder away from the ear. Empty the breath and deepen. Return the left hand. Release the right leg up and inhale, reach your left leg up and now open the hip there and drive your right heel down. Square down with the chest. Reach the left knee up, the right heel down. Breathe in slow, big breaths into the whole body. Shoulders away from the ears, elbows straight. Square the hips, release the left foot down, and step the right foot forward again. So we're back where we started. Let your left knee come down, extend the foot, and roll over the front of the back foot. Now bring your hands in front or framing the foot and traction your from the back foot, shoelace part of the foot, to lift the back knee up. You can also use 2 blocks or even 1 block here to the inside. So feel like you're really tractioning as though you're wanting to come forward, but your foot is stuck on the mat. And all the muscles are wrapping into the bone. The back of the knee is lifting. Exhale, slowly release the knee down. If you use the block, they can come out to the side. Strengthen the back leg to rise up into crescent moon variation here, melting the hips forward. Interlace the hands behind the head. Bring the thumbs near the base of the skull. And so just allow the support of the head to let your focus come into the lower body, squeezing into left gluteal, gathering all the muscles into the bone. Empty the breath, shoulders away from the ears. Rising up, release the fingertips down. Slow inhale to straighten the front leg. Moving very slowly, bringing your left heel to the midline. Sitting on the heel for Mahamudra. Catching your foot or your ankle. You can always use a strap in these positions if that helps you with the alignment. Find the chin and tongue placement. Empty the breath completely. Bellows breath. All the breath. Slow inhale into the diagonal. Re-inhale. Chin, chest toward each other. Jalandhara Bandha. Mula Bandha. Lift the pelvic floor into the body. Gaze to third eye. Pull the breath in. Lift the head. Slowly exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale to fold into the left. Rising up again with the support of our hands. Stepping forward through the lunge. Bring the left foot in and lift up for standing splits. Not here for long, flaring through the toes, grounding through the left foot, and the hands out to the side, framing the left leg. You can inhale, reach, exhale, fold. Square the hips, feet hip distance apart. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling, and folding into the legs. Soften knees, grab your elbows, and then switch your grip so you have the non-dominant grip. Cascade down as we empty the breath. Frame the head, flat back, inhale, come up. Immediately find mountain, drop the tailbone, activate the legs, ground through the feet. Exhale out toward the right. Go a little deeper than the first time. Stay in place, inhale. And exhale, go toward an edge, keeping the line of the body empty. Inhale, come up. Mountain. Exhale, side bend toward the left. Go a little bit deeper than before. Ground through the inner feet. Inhale. And exhale, go. Inhale, come up. Hook the right thumb open. Exhale, fold into the legs. Lengthen and prepare, and let's step the right foot back. Find the separate tracks here. And again, keeping the hips parallel to the floor, a little forward and back here. Stabilizing as wide as we need to with the feet so we can feel secure as we rise up into our high lunge. When you're ready, catching the hands in Kali Mudra. Release the right knee a little toward the floor, but press through the inner right heel back. And shine maybe the heart up a little bit, a mini back bend if you'd like. But really focusing on the lower body. We're nice and low into this lunge. Squeezing into the back leg. Coming in through a diagonal, straighten the right knee. And wing the arms open. And take a moment here to really sharpen the right leg and allow some weight to come over the left leg. Release the hands down and step back to down dog. Inhale to plank pose. Heart forward. Find the pose here, opening through the collarbones, eyes of the elbows forward, breathing deeply. Engaging both legs and core. On the next exhale, knees down wide, feet touch together, big toes, child's pose. Really traction, hips back, look forward. Inhale, glide along the floor and find a nice opening here. As we come down nice and long, leaving the knees wide. This time aligning our chin or throat level with the front of the mat, grabbing the mat and coming up to the cobra. You can extend the legs, just do anything, any micro finessing here to find the pose. Heart forward. Curl the inner thighs down. Exhaling, tractioning back a little with the elbows and arms to come down long. Bring the hands by the chest, widen the knees as wide as the mat, and bring your inner feet together. Relax the shoulders and lift the thighs off the mat. So feeling here in our legs and glutes. Rising up with the thighs, opening the heart forward. Very little weight on the hands here, just some support. Elbows coming in. Now extend the legs, see if you can keep the feet together and the legs lifted, and bring the arms out to the side, palms facing forward. Shalabhasana. Rise up a little higher, soften down. Hands under the shoulders. Press up to tabletop. Cows and cats with slow breath. Inhale, cow. Tailbone toward the back of the head. Exhale, cat. Forehead toward the pubic bone. 2 more times, moving with your breath. Moving through a neutral spine, we'll all meet in a down dog as you're ready. Find your down dog. So this time, step your right foot a little forward and turn the toes out. Strong through the left arm, the right hand holds the front of the shin, and then slowly float the left leg up. Both legs really active, left shoulder away from the ear. Grounding through that left palm, sparking through the left toes, feeling the whole right foot down and the right leg super engaged. Return the right hand. Release the left foot down to a regular down dog length and reach the right leg up now and open the hip like we did before on the first side. Square down, drive that left heel down toward the earth. Open through the right knee. Shoulders away from the ears. Square the hips and the right foot comes down. Step the left foot forward. We're back into the lunge. Release the right knee straight down and extend the foot. Feeling that we're extending the right foot straight back, not sickling. Shoelace part the foot down. And now we can lift that back knee. Again, if you can use 2 blocks or even 1 here. It's as though we're trying to pull that right leg forward, but the foot is right there on the sticky mat, not moving. And then lift the back of the knee up and squeeze into the whole leg. Slowly letting the knee release down. Removing any blocks we may have used. And then coming up. Really engaging the back leg to support this opening. Interlace your hands. Maybe find the opposite interlace behind the head. Melt the hips down and open the heart up. Slide the shoulder blades down the back and squeeze into the back leg coming forward. Empty the breath and deepen. Slowly rise it up. Fingertips come down. Very slow inhale to straighten the front leg. With the exhale, right heel to the middle of the mat, sitting the perineum on the heel and reaching again. Taking our time to find that nice diagonal, activating left leg, collarbones open, chin tongue placement. As we're ready, bellows breath. Empty the breath. All the air up. Take a slow, long inhale. Fill the torso with breath. Re-inhale. Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha. Gaze to third eye. Activate the left leg. Lifting the head, exhaling. Inhale here and exhale. Long exhalation, folding in. Rising up. Fingertips by our sides. Just coming forward here. Tucking, lifting the back knee and step the right foot forward and find standing splits, framing the right leg, reaching the left leg up, folding into right. Just 2 more breaths here, nice and easy. Empty the breath and deepen. Square the hips and come back into a squat. We're going to hold the breath here after 10 Kapalabhati. So fully find the squat. You can sit on a block if that's more comfortable, or even bring a blanket under the heels. Really find the position here. We're not collapsing in, pressing the knees out, long torso. Empty the breath completely. Chin parallel to the floor and tongue to the roof of the mouth. Inhaling part of the way to begin. 10 slow Kapalabhati. Empty the breath. Soften everything, but keep the posture. Inhale into the whole body. No bandhas, just hold the breath in. See if you can completely relax the pelvic floor. There's no holds there at all. Relax the belly as well, the chest, the face. Releasing the hands down. Let the head go as well, and toe heel the feet in to hip distance apart. At the top of the mat. So we can grab our big toes here. Or if you prefer, you can cup your hands behind the heels with the feet hip distance apart, bringing the armpits by the knees. Send the tailbone up and the sitting bones back and fold in without losing contact. So this can feel super intense in the legs. A nice forward fold here, letting the torso cascade down. You can bring a little bit more weight toward the balls of the feet. Empty the breath completely. Break the pose, fingertips down. Find length, bring the torso toward parallel with the floor. Then hands to the waist, empty the breath here. Lengthen and traction back, ground through the feet, strong legs. Inhale, slowly rise up. And exhale, come into mountain pose. So ground through the inner feet, drop the tailbone. Allow the pubic bone also to feel like it's tending downward, so that we find really a lot of length here in the torso and alignment with all the natural curves of the spine. We'll find Mula Bandha in a balancing position. Shift the weight into the right leg and catch the outside of the left ankle with the left hand. Focus the gaze. Now grab the foot with both hands. Align the knees and the inner thighs. Find some core strength here. Empty the breath. Inhale to the mula to hold the breath with Mula Bandha. Hold the breath in, Mula Bandha strong. Lift the pelvic floor into the body. In place, exhale. Without clinging, slowly release the leg, float it up, hands to heart center, and pendulum down as though you're coming into a warrior 3. Release your right hand to the floor or block, and then open the hips to the side. Sparking through those left toes, reach the left arm up. Right rib cage under left hip over right. Half moon. Extend through those left toes and feel really super stable through the right leg. Look down, both hands down, big step back, warrior two position. Inhale, windmill up and straighten both legs. Bring it up through a radiant triangle so we can ground through the feet and reach the right fingertips. Find a side opener here. So as we exhale forward through a warrior two into a side angle, we're coming forward long. We start with the right elbow lightly over the knee, draw the right hip back and under, go down deeply, reach the left arm up, be really light here. Option to bring the left arm behind the back and bind the thigh. Staying lifted or gliding the hand down to the ankle. Connect the tailbone to the back heel, and from there, swivel through with the torso. So our anchor point here is the back foot and also the front hip going under, the right hip going under. And we find length there, gazing up. Empty the breath, go deeper. Re-extend the left arm up. And slowly rise up, extend the arms out, straighten the legs for a moment. Exhale, warrior two. Go right into that groove. Interlace your hands behind, open. Humble warrior and warrior two. So as we're coming into a diagonal now here, or 10 or 11 o'clock, don't change the lower body at all. Just come down. Keep a strong lower body, warrior two. Reach the arms overhead. Go down where you're comfortable. You can let the head release. Anchor through the back foot. Extend the arms overhead. Rise up a little bit. Bring the hands out in a diagonal for a moment. And then turn the toes to the big side, to the long side of your mat. This time we're wider. And exhale, crab to the left. So make sure that your feet are aligned, toes are facing forward. Pin the left knee with the left elbow and come down. I tend to like being on fingertips, but maybe you're more comfortable being on your hands. Wherever we are, we're just releasing the hips down. So hips here, inner thighs. Emptying the breath to deepen. Rising through the center, turn toward the front of the mat, right foot in front. Without lifting the hips, step back to plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Slow exhalation, come down, lift the tailbone. Inhale forward and through, opening. And exhaling, coming down, hands by the chest, widen the knees. Lift the feet, inner feet together, go right back where we left off last time. Lift the legs. Chest opening, head comfortable. Lift the legs. Now keeping the legs as lifted as we can, extend the legs straight, feet together. Keep the thighs lifted. Inhale, open the legs, and exhale, close. Moving with your breath. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. The higher you can keep the legs, the harder the movement. Inhale, open, maybe a little bigger. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Lift up. Soften down. Heels of the hands in front of the shoulders, feet hip distance apart. Bring it up into a cobra. Open the heart. And exhale, release down long. Hands by the chest, tabletop. Cows and cats with bellows breath. As you're ready, big breaths in and out. Empty the breath completely. We'll meet in a cat. Inhale through neutral to down dog. Empty the breath here. Rise up to the balls of the feet and the fingertips and Step the left foot around the left hand, lizard lunge. Bring the right knee down, and then come forward. And this time, bring your forearms down, either to the floor or block. If you don't have a block and you don't want to come down, you can stay lifted. Once we're down, lift your back knee and straighten the leg. So we're down low and we're sending the heel back, in particular the inner heel, sending the back of the back leg's knee up and super strong through the legs, hugging the left knee in as best we can. Empty the breath, soften the knee down, bring the hands in, reach the left leg up, keep the leg straight now and find a really big opening here, leg lifted. Square the hips, left foot down, step the right foot forward. Now we're going into splits. So let the knee release down. Walk the foot a little bit forward. Walk the foot a little bit forward. So we're starting in the first level of the split. This is how Dharma teaches it. Make sure your back knee and your front foot are on separate tracks. And you can have blocks here. So you can have two blocks where you're placing your hands on the blocks and you're melting in with your front ankle a little bit beyond the knee. You can tuck your back foot also for a little bit more steering capacity. And you can even gently bob here if that feels okay for your body. Second option, we grab our blanket. Of course, if you know full splits, you have full splits in your practice, you go down. But if you need some support, a blanket is good. Love, do you want to see if that was a bird? Rob, do you want to see if it was a bird on the window?
Right here?
Now, yeah. Sorry, we just heard a sound. I just want to make sure it wasn't a bird.
It's fine.
Okay. So we extend the right leg forward and come to the blanket. Back toes can be tucked, or if it's more comfortable, extended. Just pausing here for a moment. Emptying the breath. Now we can come maybe a little longer. You can come and lengthen forward, either framing the leg or both arms in front. If it's comfortable, sometimes when we fold, we can come a little deeper. Maybe you remove the blanket. Empty the breath here, deepen. Very slowly, if you still have support, removing the blanket, come up a little bit and take your time, tip toward the right. Invite that right foot in and then re-square toward the front. So now our right knee is right behind the right wrist. We can retuck the back toes to lengthen the back leg and find its correct alignment and extend the foot. So here's where we can use our strap. If we have a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can very slowly again bring that leg up, grab the foot and draw the foot in. If you can even take an overhand grip. If you have a strap, let me just say also, if you need a blanket under your right hip, you can place a blanket there. If we have a strap, we can, again, very slowly lift the back foot, catch the foot with the strap, bring the hand first to the shoulder, and then come forward and kick the foot back. If you're comfortable releasing your hand, you can grab that left elbow, kick the foot away, and squeeze into the back leg. Kick the foot away and really feel strength in that back leg. Kick the foot away, squeeze into the leg, open the heart forward. Very gently, we'll release coming out of it the way we went in, bringing the hand to the shoulder and slowly releasing. Tip toward the right. Very slowly gather that left leg around. Parallel your right calf to the front of the mat and come into stack wood or double pigeon. So stack wood or double pigeon, our feet are parallel toward the front of the mat. You can lift a little bit. You can even roll your left sitting bone back. Fingertips behind us as we tip a little forward. Strongly flex the feet. Level 1 stays right here. If you let go of the hands and you can still be in position, you can bring the hands forward and fold forward. If you would feel more comfortable having a blanket under your hips, you can also do that. Now we're going to find a twist here. Walk the hands out toward the right. Bring the left elbow into the left foot. Flex that left foot strong, palms together, lengthen and twist. Option 1 of the twist is right here. A deeper variation is to glide the left hand down the left foot, bring the forearm down and the right fingertips out, press forearm and, upper arm and foot together with the forearm grounded, twist, or finally bind the right arm toward the left leg. Breathing here, feeling our sitting bones down, feeling the pelvic floor grounding.
Oh gosh, wow.
Empty the breath and deepen. Coming out of the twist very slowly. We can again walk through that diagonal and come forward. Exhaling here. Slowly coming up. Bringing our feet together. And then the feet down. Waterfall the knees forward. Hands down. Lift the hips. Separate the feet hip distance apart. And exhale to fold. One more time, finding a forward fold. Maybe this time, if you want a different variation, bring your big toes together, the heels a little bit apart, and cup your hands like little shovels under your heels. Pinky fingers together. Glue the torso with the thighs and cascade the head down. And pull a little bit on the heels. To reach down. 2 or 3 more breaths here. Breathing into our forward fold, completely released with the head. Empty the breath. Slowly rise up, fingertips down. Toe heel the feet to hip distance apart. Bring the hands to the hips. Torso parallel to the floor. Empty the breath and inhale, slowly rise up, eyes fully open. Exhale here. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, draw the palms to heart center. Shifting the weight into the left leg. Take a hold of the outside of the right ankle as we lift that leg up and align the knees and the inner thighs. And then hold the foot with both hands. Strongly bringing the heel in, dropping the knee down, tailbone down, pubic bone down. Inhale to the bandha. Mula bandha, hold the breath in. Slowly exhale. Release the leg, palms to heart center, pendulum down through a warrior 3. So we can bring the left hand now down to the floor or to a block, right hand to hip as we spin open, extending through the right leg as though we're trying to take the leg out of the hip socket, solid in the left leg and opening to the side. Arm can lift. Placing the body between 2 panes of glass. Aligning the shoulders, aligning the hips. Reach and open. Looking down, hands down. Support a slow, big step back. Warrior two, left foot intersecting the back. Inhale, windmill, and bring it up. And rise it up for a moment through a nice radiant triangle so we can open the side body. So that as we exhale to come down into the warrior two groove, we're coming down long. The arm can drop down and lift up. Right here maybe is your pose, or finding that bind and perhaps gliding the hand down. So as you see, as you glide the hand down, we don't want the hips sticking up. Find that nice line. And as we glide the hand down, the hips go a little lower. Left hip strongly under. Tailbone connected to the right heel. Spin it through. Breathe here. Gliding the shoulder blades down the back. Empty the breath here. Slowly extending up with the right arm. Rise it back up. Extend the arms to the side. Warrior two, arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, warrior two. Keeping warrior two, interlace the hands behind the back the non-dominant way and come toward 1 or 2 o'clock now. Take your time coming down so that the hip doesn't stick out behind us. We're bringing it under. And for anchoring, really find the outside of the right foot. Breathe here. Stay long with the torso. Extend the arms overhead. Humble warrior and warrior two. Slowly releasing our arms forward. Turn the toes to the open side. Make sure the feet are aligned and we're nice and wide. And exhale to go to the right. Crab. Pin the right knee open and release the hips down. Feel the torso is long. The tailbone kind of lining up with the heels, so we're not going forward. Hands or fingertips, and then just by pinning that knee open, release the hips a little further and feel the stretch into the left inner thigh and the hips, the right inner thigh as well. Empty here, and very slowly straighten. We're going to turn toward the front of the mat. Low lunge. Step out to plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time, take the feet 1 footprint or half a footprint forward. Find a short down dog. Don't let the weight come forward. So we have to counterbalance the shortness of the leg by pushing into the hands more. So really strength building here, upper body, lower body. Find the peak of the pose. It's right around the crease of the thighs and the tailbone. Check into the legs and the arms. Roll the shoulders away. Empty the breath here. Tiptoe the feet back to a regular down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees down wide, feet extend, child's pose. One more breath in child's pose. Traction the hands forward and the hips back. Melt in. Tailbone toward the heels. With the next inhale, come forward and through. Find a nice opening. And exhale, come down long. Rolling over to our backs now. For bound bridge pose, bring the feet in. Take the tailbone down and caterpillar the spine up a little bit so you feel long. And then bring your knees toward the chest. Catch a hold of the outsides of the ankles and place the feet down near the buttocks. Feel that your heels are behind your toes. wrap your thumb to the inner ankle, and very slowly as you come up, shimmy the shoulders toward each other. Lift the chin, lift the chest toward the chin, and lift the legs as high as you can. Send the knees forward, and gather the legs toward each other like you have magnets on your inner thighs. Squeeze the legs. Reach up with the hips. 3 more breaths. With a slow exhalation, bring it down. Naturally, the feet want to go a little further away. Take a moment. Back to the floor. Extend the legs and roll back onto the belly. And come through a sphinx for a moment so that we can find our alignments. Tuck the toes, lengthen, traction the arms back. Come down nice and long. Hands now by the chest. Rise up, and as we come up, bring the knees together and the feet together and sit on the heels. Lots of options here. So we've been doing a lot of thigh work. We want to stretch the thighs. At this moment, we come up, we turn the feet out and peel the hips, the calves away, and sit between the feet. If the lower body doesn't come down, sitting on a block or a blanket. If the pelvic floor comes down, next moment, come to the elbows. Send the knees forward, open. Now, if the knees won't lift, come all the way to the back. Supta Virasana, lying down variation of Hira's pose. You can reach the arms overhead. Wherever we are, 3 to 5 breaths. Gathering the knees toward each other, pointing the tailbone to the inner knees. If we're lying down, the hands return to the feet. We come out of it in the stages we went into it. First to the elbows, and then slowly rising up, pressing into the hands, come up, tabletop position, and one leg just extended back at a time to release the knees. And then we'll meet in a down dog. Empty the breath here. Create some space and step the right foot around the right hand, wide between the feet. You can widen the left foot, come down, and then forearms come down. Forearms on a block or on the floor, or stay lifted. Trying to do the same variation we did first side. Pick up the back knee and straighten the left leg, and really work with that back leg a lot. Keep gathering this front knee in and keeping the alignments here, the collarbone smiling open. With the next exhale, the knee comes down, hands come in. Lift the back knee, moving slowly. Extend your right leg up and melt the heart through. This time it's a straight knee as we come through, open, find your length here, reach that left heel down, square the hips, bring that foot down, and step the left foot forward. Letting the right knee release down now, we press through the back toes to melt the hips forward. And right here, we can find on blocks, for example, we can find our variation of splits. You can even find it on one block, as we did before. So that's the first option. The next option is to send the foot forward, grab your blanket, or if you don't need a blanket, no blanket, extend and drive We can always start with the back toes topped, with a little bit more control to pivot the back leg and to align the sacrum. And then the toes can extend or stay tucked. The back leg going straight back. Heart opening. Staying inside the pose, very intense pose, just feeling into it. And then as we're ready, we can fold forward. Maybe we remove the blanket. Or even extend the back foot and just come forward. Breathe into this opening. It's a huge opening for the hips, the hip flexors, the hamstrings, everything, the quads, the hip joints. And very slowly, coming up a little bit, removing any prop we may have to tilt toward the left. And invite the left foot now to come in near the right hip point as we rise back up to square forward. The left knee behind the left wrist, so really wide. Tuck the back toes to lengthen the back leg. And then any variation you did, if you grab the foot without the belt, the foot is coming in and we're melting the hips forward. With the belt, just a little bit slightly different work. We slowly lift the back foot and we bring the belt, the loop, and then we gather the loop to the up to the shoulder and turn the elbow up. You can have your left hand on the soft part of the inner thigh. I should have said that first side. You can this to support here. Pigeon, so the chest is really puffing, but we're releasing the hips down. If it's available, you can grab now that right elbow and kick the foot away as you release the hips forward and open the heart. And as you kick the foot away, you can really feel into that back leg. Empty the breath and deepen. Coming out of it with bringing the hand first to the shoulder and then releasing. Tipping toward the left, very slowly swing that right leg around. Parallel your left calf to the front of the mat and find double pigeon on this side now. You can roll the hip from underneath us. So creating some space here for the next movement. So we start with the hands behind us and tip in. Also, if you brought a blanket underneath your hips first side, if you really feel that you want that support, doing that, we can bring our hands forward if this feels comfortable. And then walking out in an arc, if you're going to go into the next twisting variations, we walk toward the left, bring our right elbow right into that left foot, right foot, and then we stack the palms and twist. Try not to bring the right hip point with us. So the hip points are squaring forward, sitting bones down. Next moment, we can help here to walk that right forearm down to the floor. So it's the mid arm or upper arm that's pressing into the foot. Left fingertips down, pivoting a little bit to twist. Or wrapping the right thigh. Breathing here. Twisting wherever we are, if you're in the twist, or forward folding. Empty the breath and deepen. Coming out of it slowly, first through the diagonal, and then coming to the front, and walking the hands in. Coming back, bring the feet together, and just allow the knees to open. Preparing for one finishing pose or two. Bring the feet in and waterfall the knees forward. Gather the heels together with the support of our hands. We can come up for a moment into a toe stretch. Slanting the gaze downward, releasing the knees toward the floor. Now the fingertips come down, the knees release. Extend the feet and sit on the heels. Moving into headstand. For our inversion, so feel free to take a different inversion if you would like. To go to a wall, make sure your space is clear. And I'll walk us, as always, through the first variations of headstand. So headstand may not feel intuitively as an earth practice, but we can make it an earth practice by feeling that we're coming into a different relationship with gravity. And also we're connecting our head to the ground. So, and then we're allowing gravity to work with our inner organs by kind of pulling them in different directions than they're accustomed to, which is very good for them. So come forward if you're doing your own thing. You don't need to follow me anymore, but if you're coming with me, interlace your hands on the floor. Make your elbows as broad as one forearm's distance. So we're making an equilateral triangle. Place your head down so you're somewhere between the hairline and the top of the head, and your hands are kind of really wedged in here. Draw your shoulders away from the ears, tuck the toes, and walk the feet in. Before doing anything else, really draw your shoulders away from the ears. You'll feel your biceps come online, the strength of your body. Now lift your left leg up. If you're close enough, your right foot will just naturally follow. Keep your eyes open in headstand unless you're very experienced. Splitting the legs, check into the shoulders again. We really want to feel that they're coming away from the ears. Scissor your upper inner thighs and just lengthen here. Observe the midline with everything. Now very slowly, watch the right foot come down, slow motion, followed by slow motion with the left. Take a breather if you need to find a breather, or going directly to second side. Tiptoe the feet in, draw the shoulders away, lift your right leg. If you're close enough, your left foot will just float up. So we're just being symmetrical here. Scissor the upper inner thighs, draw the shoulders away from the ears. It actually really feels good when you do this, when you draw the shoulders away, not collapsing into the shoulders. We're also working on some bicep and tricep strength by doing this. You can really feel the arms strengthen. Split the legs, keep the eyes open, breathe deeply. And now we'll watch the left foot slowly come down, followed with control by the right. Release the knees down and the feet together. Come to a reclining child's pose, forehead down or hairline down, feet right by the hips. Make yourself into a little ball and breathe into the whole torso. Hands coming underneath the shoulders, rise up. Take the hands out in a diagonal and just flick the fingers a little bit. Come forward. Cross the feet behind us. Find your seat on the mat and very slowly unfurl back, either coming into relaxation or feel free to come into a meditative posture. So your choice. Very slowly making our way, wherever we are, it's going to be a relaxation practice. So one of my favorite meditation teachers really teaches meditation as relaxation, and I really like that. Because when you're trying to bring the mind back as the mind wanders, we can experience that as a very tense experience. Because it's like, oh, my mind left again, and it's like this. So what he teaches is that, of course, we first find our posture, the five-pointed posture, grounding to the sitting bones and reaching up. So once we have the posture, chin coming in a little bit, mouth gently closed. It could actually be a little bit, the lips can be slightly open, imperceptibly open. And the teeth apart, this allows the jaw to relax. These are the same positionings for Shavasana. Once we arrive in our meditative posture, we relax. So that means we let go of the belly, we let go of any holding anywhere. Just allow the skeleton to keep us lifted. The eyes can stay open. This is the instruction in Tibetan Buddhist traditions. But if you prefer your eyes closed, and that's how you do it, of course you may close them. Slanted downward or looking a little down, looking at the horizon and slightly down. And now wherever we are, lying down or seated up, bringing the witness online. Open awareness. If we find that we get caught in discursive thought, in thinking, the first thing that we do is we relax. We don't think about snapping back to where we were, but we just relax. No big deal. The mind is what it does. And we come back to open awareness. And you can do a 2 times relax. You can relax when the mind wanders, and then you can relax again. Just like that. We have 2 more minutes to relax, whether we're lying down or seated. Without changing anything, we'll find a deeper breath in. You're in seated meditation, just remaining there. If you're lying down, finding some movement. Any movement the body is calling for. And as you're ready, if you're lying down, tip over to the right. If you're starting the day, and to the left. If you're staying home, turning in. And from there, we'll all meet in a seat. Beginning where we started our practice, bringing the hand to heart center. And connecting to a quality, an earth quality here. Connecting to the quality of endurance, stability, resilience, groundedness. Feeling ourselves connect to those qualities, inviting them into our lives. Gathering our palms together, preparing to dedicate our practice. May all beings be happy and free. Breathing in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed the practice. We'll see you next time.